The year was 1979. The Soviet Union just invaded Afghanistan. Margaret Thatcher became British Prime Minister, and China's one-child policy began. And remember, Sony Walkman was introduced, and it absolutely destroyed the boombox. Did you know that something else happened in 1979? The video killed the radio star. Let me ask you, is 2023 the year AI will kill the 9-to-5 job? We see today that AI is changing our workplace in a profound way, a way that we don't quite fully understand yet. Arvind Krishna, IBM CEO, tells us in the next 5 years, IBM will eliminate 30% of their 260,000 employees. Other researchers tell us that with AI introduction, 83 million jobs will be lost in the next 5 years. 60 million will be entering the workforce, with a net loss of 23 million jobs. We have seen over the years that as changes have occurred in society, jobs have changed. Remember the old telephone operator who would sit and network people together so you could all be on that network phone? Today, we don't see any of those telephone operators. That job is gone, replaced. We will see the same fundamental changes in our workplace. Barron's listed the companies that will be most impacted by AI, and they are as follows in the order of their significant impact on the company. Number 1, IBM. Number 2, Intuit. 3, Qualcomm. 4, Fiserv. 5, NVIDIA. 6, S&P Global. 7, Broadcom. 8, Verizon. 9, Microsoft. 10, 3M. There are 5 companies that they say likely will not be heavily impacted. 1, Starbucks. 2, McDonald's. 3, Dollar General. 4, Target. 5, Walmart. Barron's tells us that those companies that will be least impacted, or the jobs that will be least impacted, are those that are non-repetitive cognitive skills or routine cognitive skills. The jobs that probably will be safe are manual and physical tasks. The reality is AI is here to stay. It's not going to go away. As we watch job transitions and changes occur as a result of AI, we must act proactively to define the new workplace. What will it be? How will it look? How do we want to design and shape it? Satya Nadella tells us that he stays awake at night worried about how will society adapt to these changes? How will they use these changes? How do we benefit from them while mitigating problems that may occur? Geoffrey Hinton resigned from Google recently. He did so that he could speak openly about the concerns he has about AI and potential problems that he saw that could result. He warns that we need to treat AI not as humans. They are not humanoids. He quotes Neil Saunders, who is a lecturer in mathematics at the University of Greenwich, as saying that the large learning machines, which is what AI basically is, has competence without comprehension. What does that mean? He also goes on to say that these large learning machines are probabilistic machines. They're not machines that have concerns, hopes, desires. They don't look at intentions. They're not conscious, and they're not moral beings. He also said that he is concerned that bad actors could use AI for subversion, and that unscrupulous people, regimes, or multinationals trained on fake news and falsehoods could flood the public narrative and influence discussions and decisions that we make. AI has the opportunity that the internet had many years ago, or the Walkman, or the video. We are at a crossroads in many ways as a society to look at where are the opportunities, create a better workplace, better opportunities for our employees, one that is more human, more engaging, and really focuses on individuals and customers. Let me ask you, isn't it time we begin to debate this and shape the future we want? Rather than being frightened and running from the issue, we need to look at it head on and design it just the way we want it. As I work with companies, learning how to navigate the change that is being imposed on them, there are several questions and issues that I think need to be addressed. One, people are already telling us that what they want more than anything else at work is safety and a sense of security. They don't want to go to work worried that it's today the day I'm going to be fired. Is today the day I will offend somebody and therefore be eliminated? Two, they're tired of the competition that's involved in climbing the corporate ladder. They've seen that it requires giving up your personal life. There's no longer home-life balance. They've learned through COVID and the economic downturn that you're better having 2-3 side hustles in addition to your regular job if you want security, because there is no security in the corporate world right now. 3, outsourcing and contract work has shifted already how we value and view the workplace. We need to look at why is it that some people prefer to be outsourced or to be contract work. How do we allow people to enter and be a part of a workplace, be free thinkers, innovate, create, value and appreciate them? People have also learned that hard work alone will not get them where they want to get. So as we look at AI, these are the issues we need to address. We need to introduce it, creating these safety mechanisms, the ability to harness the algorithms so there's a morality, a perspective to it that is not filled with fake news, misinformation that will misguide, mislead, create a culture that is onerous to the people working in the environment. If people are already unhappy, we know that 34% are not engaged, 23% don't trust their leaders. We do have an opportunity to create it and change it and shift the workplace into something remarkably different. One in which people come excited to share, to grow, to develop, to see what they can create and where they can go with their business. It is a new focus, a focus from, yes, revenue, but also one strongly rooted in people. On the other hand, if we focus primarily on the controls and the revenue and the accelerated revenue growth we may achieve, we may undermine the very thing we're trying to create, which is robust companies that can accelerate their growth and take us to that next level of development. If there are things that people are unhappy with in the workplace today, why is it that we work 9 to 5 in the first place? Because we want security. We want to know that we're going to get paid, especially now when we're concerned about the economic downturn. We want to see ourselves advancing. There's something kind of rewarding about knowing you can get to that next promotion, that next job, bring home more money for your family. To have that sense of respect that we get from being a part of a company that is growing and developing and solving problems that may be very important for our communities, for our culture, for our environment. People work because they think that that's the thing to do. They were brought up, you go to work 9 to 5. Today, however, since COVID, we've learned that we can work on Zoom. We can do several things at the same time. People are doing side hustles. They're creating 2-3 jobs while they're working their full-time job because they want security. The security they thought they had with the 9 to 5 job, they discovered is gone. They go to work wondering if today is their last day, and that increases the stress and the overwhelm that people are feeling. In the 9 to 5 job, we talk a great deal about productivity, being productive. We look at productive hours of employees. In the hybrid world, where people work from home, productivity is measured in a different way. We don't see what people are doing from moment to moment. And that sometimes creates concern for employers. For the employee, it gives them much more flexibility. It's not just about going to work, showing up, and producing X widgets. It's about how do we contribute in a meaningful way. AI actually will allow us to do our jobs better. We can learn things that we otherwise might not be able to learn. Satya Nadella talks about how his daughter would sit with information she was reading with ChatGPT explaining what it was that she was reading so she could fully understand it. Does that accelerate our learning process and our ability to comprehend more? It undoubtedly will. So its ability to shape us, to change us, to move us forward in our thinking, and to open our opportunities are enormous. And as it opens those opportunities, we become more productive. Revenue begins to grow. We see changes in the way that our employees look at and respond to our work environments. When you think of the past, think of the screwdriver. You had a screwdriver, you would push it, roll it, and twist it in your hand and screw in a screw to a piece of wood. Then we had the electric screwdriver. You just attached to the screw, and your job was done. It speeded up your process incredibly. Look at putting on in nails. We had the hammer. You would hit the nail, and the nail would go in the board. Then we had the electronic nail stapler. That speeded up the process incredibly. Yes, there was a learning process that occurred. You had to learn the new tool. But once you learned it, the productivity that you enjoyed was immense. AI is here to stay. Yes, we have concerns about safety and its potential negative impact if you have nefarious characters using it and designing and creating it. We see, yes, lost jobs and people having to shift and retool what it is that they're doing. There are also vast opportunities that we will be seeing. And rather than being discouraged, we need to take a look at how do we use and embrace it so it becomes a tool that we can harness and grow with rather than be diminished by it. That's our new challenge. I'm Lois Sonstegard. I work with companies who want to scale and grow. So I have two things that I would like to request of you. One is subscribe if you're interested in this and it's helpful to you. It encourages us to bring you more information. Secondly, I have collaboration masterminds that you may want to become a part of because they open the doors to opportunities that you will need to see and experience for yourself, for your future, for your company. Those companies who are part of a collaborative ecosystem are the ones that are going to grow, just as companies who use AI. In the comment section, share with us what are some of the AI tools you're currently using? Which ones are the most useful to you? Which are your go-to tools? Thank you so much for watching. Comment. We'd like to know what you think, what else you would like us to talk about. You make us better when you tell us what you think.